if you haven't seen it already, the best team video for Goku is currently out. I really did like the team I proposed in that video, so if you pulled him, feel free to check that out whenever you have a chance. But for now, we're focusing excuse me, solely on Piccolo Jr. here. Now, same subscriber challenge as the last video. If you pulled Piccolo Jr. in the first rotation, congratulations, but you got caught lacking today. You had to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is, and it's very simple, okay? Someone out there literally got shafted, and you got them first multi. The least you can do is pay up for it. But again, GG's on your summons. If you did not pull Piccolo Jr. first rotation, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. Thank you for watching. I will catch you lacking in the next one. Let's hop straight into this video here. So, the thing with Piccolo Jr. and his team is that his linking buddies are not great, okay? They are not great at all. You have options like AGL Middle Cooler, which you'll share 4 links with. But if you're looking to run Piccolo Jr. as lead, what I did was I pulled up all his best rotation. Remember that he has big bad bosses, right? And so big bad bosses is a must. With characters like this, you need to link level them. You need to get this link to link level 10, and you need to link him up with characters that are going to share this. So these are the rotations that allow you to have some decent power, right, when running you know, this team, but also that allows for him to activate that big bad bosses link. So the first rotation here could be AGL Turles, as well as, you know, the Demon King Piccolo. They share Thirst or Conquest and Big Bad. That's 40% to attack. These are huge links that Piccolo Jr. really wants, okay? 40% to attack and defense, and of course Fierce Battle. This AGL Turles is giving Piccolo 40% to attack and 3 key, and then an extra 40% to defense if there is a super class enemy. So this is going to be a really nice rotation for support purposes, as well as, you know, just actually being able to activate these really important links for Piccolo Jr. Another possible rotation you can run, because this could be one, there's many options in this video. It's interesting because his 200% is not really that great. So for his team, there's not really a lot of options, but there's still a lot of ways to run his team, and I'm going to explain that in a second. But again, first possible rotation, this right here. Next possible rotation will be Piccolo Jr. next to Super Garlic Jr. So, you know, the Junior brothers, if you will. They share the same exact 3 links. And again, your Garlic Jr. here is supporting extreme class allies 3 key and 40% to stats. It's super important to note that Garlic Jr. here is not on the 200%. He's not on Battle of Wits, but he does have Terrifying Conqueror, so keep that in mind. And Turles here, he does not have Battle of Fate or you know, World Tournament, but he is on Terrifying Conqueror. So these guys are not getting the full 200. This guy and this guy, they're not getting the full 200%, but him supporting definitely makes up for that. But keep in mind that, again, the options here are not great, okay? So I'm not gonna try and set you up with a bad team with it's just a product of his team. I don't really know what else to say, right? Moving on though, another potential option is going to be STR Cooler. And again, Piccolo Jr. Again, you're sharing 3 of the same exact links, very important links. And when you look at teams, Terrifying Conquerors is it. So Cooler is not on a full 200% here. Another great thing to note about this team that I'm showing you is that Cooler, who sacks defense, by the way, Garlic Jr. and Turles, because, you know, when I do these videos, I show you main rotations and floating units as well, right? All 3 of these characters work great next to each other because, you know, they're supporting, he's supporting, and he's supporting. If you're facing 2 or more enemies, this Cooler will be giving Super Piccolo Jr. 2 key and 50% to stats, right? And again, you definitely want to run a character like this in Super Battle Road because of all the AoE super attacks and stuff that he can get. So again, a very, very strong character. But these 3 here also work as floating. You can run all 3 of these as floating characters. Characters coming in and out of every rotation, just supporting. So these are, again, these are main rotations that I'm showing you, but feel free to also use them as floaters if need be, if you find better options for your team, right? At least for main rotations. But again, they share 3 of the most important links. Another option for you is LR Metal Cooler. Now, LR Metal Cooler gives you a lot of HP regen, which of course is super, super important to keep the team alive. But he also has that immediate revive. So if you get shot or one shot or anything like that, he'll be able to revive. And, you know, you'll just be good to go. So, and again, they share some of the most important links. Again, all these units literally share the same exact links here, right? So these are definitely the strongest rotations for this Piccolo Jr. You also have S tier Cooler, who again is doing a lot of different attacks. So he'll definitely be able to hold up right next to Piccolo Jr. And they're sharing, again, 3 of the same exact links. So these are all potential rotations you can run next to Piccolo Jr. in terms of, you know, best linking buddies. Technically, AGL Metal Cooler is slightly better for linking, but he's not really providing the same value and power that these units here are, right? Or again, in terms of utility or support even. Now, I will say that one of Piccolo's leader skills is Terrifying Conquerors. Giant Form is not great, obviously, and Gifted Warriors comprises of mostly, you know, there's a bunch of freezes, but mostly, you know, Piccolos, Gotens, Vegetas. So if we want like an actual extreme class centric team, Terrifying Conquerors is the category to focus on. And with that, we have a bunch of different options you can run, right? You can run LOE or like the Wicked Bloodline, right? I keep calling it LOE from Legends, but here you can run, you know, STR Cooler next to AGL Full Power Frieza. You have AGL Golden Frieza, which, by the way, these two, a Golden Frieza as well as this Full Power Frieza, are on the 200% lead, so, you know, keep that in mind. But you can run the LR Metal Cooler, the other LR Carnival Metal Cooler. There's a bunch of Friezas, so you can, what you can do, what I'm trying to get to here, is that you can run one rotation. Like, let's say you decided to run S tier Cooler as your lead instead, right? Because Terrifying Conqueror is just a better team. If you're, like, again, many of these characters are not on Piccolo Jr.'s actual team. So what I'm trying to say is you can run S tier Cooler as your lead instead. Only have one Piccolo Jr. on your team, and then link them up with literally anyone you want from this team. Like, you can even do Ginyu and, you know, Rakumen Goldo. Sorry. Literally, that's the complete opposite of Rakumen Goldo. Jason Berger, right? And AGL Ginyu as one rotation. And then maybe Piccolo Jr. and, you know, I guess S tier Cooler another rotation, right? But building around probably S tier Cooler, using S tier Cooler as your leader, and focusing strictly on Terrifying Conquerors just might be a better idea overall than rather, I mean, I guess you could technically run 2 Junior Piccolos or Piccolo Juniors and have a number of these characters on either rotation. That could definitely work out, right? Because this guy is very, very, very strong. So you can definitely still do that. But if you don't want to run him as your leader, then running, again, this Cooler as the lead, and then just building a stronger rotation that does not include Piccolo Jr. So again, it could be any of the Friezas, any of the Cooler units, you know, Ginyu and Jason Berger, or Rakumen Goldo. You can run LR Turles right here, as well as AGL Turles right here. That's a very strong rotation, as you already know. So there's a bunch of options for you. This is, again, the entire roster of Terrifying Conquerors. So you can really get away with making a lot of different main rotations, and then you can still focus on keeping 1, 2. I mean, you're not even on Terrifying Conquerors, right? You are. Okay, so you can still do 1, 2, 3 as just floating characters, right? If, again, there's so many ways to make this team. It's so weird because this category sucks, but there's still many options for him in terms of linking up and making sure those links are activated. So again, kind of all over the place in this video, but best rotations: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 options are going to give you those best links, as well as providing almost top tier, 2 top tier options next to next to Piccolo Jr. That way Piccolo Jr. isn't just getting, you know, at least your team isn't dying after Piccolo Jr. does his attacks or whatever he needs to do. Okay, so you know, again, just keep that in mind. And then you still have a bunch of other options for main rotations. If you decide to not run Piccolo Jr. as your lead, but rather just a unit in your actual team, then you can focus on just S tier Cooler's team and build up the team to you know, pretty much however I can't pull up every single good rotation here, right? So just S tier Cooler's team, slide Piccolo Jr. in here, build one of these rotations, and you're pretty much going to be good to go, right? So hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you decide to do. Overall, though, his team building is a little bit wonky, but Goku's team is probably my favorite. Like, I really want to run. I don't have Goku, obviously, but I really want to build a team I made for Goku here. But for Piccolo Jr., definitely a weird team overall. I would definitely focus more on extreme class, but I guess you can technically, like, you can run Tech Goten in here, which is really weird to say, because, you know, he is on the 200% because he's on Gifted Warriors and World Tournament, and he's also supporting Gifted Warriors too. So, like, you know, he's not a bad, he's getting the full 200% buff, and he's supporting. So he could be a third slot option. Not the greatest character of all time, but he could definitely be a decent slot 3 option. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Take care, and peace.